Jen over here at saltinmycoffee.com. Thanks so much for joining me today. It is November 1st, and if you're anything like me, the day after Halloween always feels a little bit like, oh my goodness, Thanksgiving is this month. How are we already in the holiday season? I'm feeling that today. Wow, I can't believe it's November already. And I thought I would celebrate that holy moly, it's holiday season feeling by getting out one of my old cookbooks and sharing a Thanksgiving-ish recipe. My idea is to share a new Thanksgiving type of recipe every day leading up to Thanksgiving, but I'm not going to make promises I can't keep, so we'll just keep that theme going and see how we do. Today I thought I would share an old-fashioned mince pie recipe from one of my absolutely favorite cookbooks. This one is the Appledore Cookbook. This edition was printed in 1883 by Maria Parloa. And if you follow old 1800s cookbooks at all, you'll know she was one of the names in the 1880s for sure, 1880s, 1890s, when it came to recipes and cookbook publishing. That's definitely, she's one of my favorite cookbook authors out of the 1880s. And this one, the Appledore Cookbook, is one of my favorites. It's called the Appledore Cookbook because she had been the pastry chef at Appledore House, Isle of Shoals. So this is the good old New England compilation of recipes, and it's got some amazing ones in here. I'm going to forward over to page 113. You can actually, I'll drop you a link down in the show notes where you can see a scan of this cookbook. It's in the common domain at this point, so you can actually read recipes right out of this cookbook online. This is page 113 in this edition anyway. It's the only edition that I have, the 1883. And I'm going to read you the recipe for mince pies. I'm going to take off my glasses because I suddenly am realizing I'm at that age where I need to go get bifocals. How did that happen? Mince pies. Boil a shank of beef 6 hours, then take up and set away to cool. Save the liquor for soup. When cold, free from bones and cut off all the fat and gristle. Then chop fine. To 1 quart of the chopped meat, add 3 of chopped apple, 1 pint of chopped suet, 1 quart of chopped raisins, 1 quart of sugar, 1 of molasses, half a cup of cinnamon. We're making a big batch here. Half a cup of cinnamon, a quarter of a cup of cloves, 1 quarter of a cup of allspice, 1 quarter of a cup of ground mace, 6 grated nutmegs, half a cup of salt. Mix this thoroughly, and she emphasizes thoroughly, with the hands, again in italics, hands. Then turn on the mixture 3 quarts of good cider. Now, when you're reading a book in the 1880s and they use the word cider, we're talking hard cider here, okay? This is not sweet cider, this is hard cider. When we say cider, we mean cider. So, turn on the mixture 3 quarts of good cider and let the mixture stand overnight. In the morning, scald in a porcelain kettle 1 hour. Then put in stone pots. Cover tight and keep in a cool, dry place. This will keep 3 months. To tell the exact amount of spice and sweetening is almost impossible as tastes vary. But with a little judgment and the rule I have given, I think there cannot be any very serious trouble. Prepare the paste and plates as for stewed apple pies and put in the meat. Then grate a little nutmeg over it and strew a few whole raisins in. Cover and bake 1 hour in a moderate oven. All right, I'm going to put a few things in the show notes below, what your temperature is going to be for a moderate oven. Also, I'll probably put a picture of the recipe for, what did we say, stewed apple pies, because she references that recipe. If you have any other questions about what some of these things mean or where to find the ingredients, mace is actually easier to find than you think. It's a great old-fashioned spice. I have started using it as I cook more out of my 1800s cookbooks. I don't know why we don't use mace anymore. Also, if you have any specific requests, like would you like a pumpkin pie recipe, apple pie, what other things do we want to know how to cook for Thanksgiving? Venison, turkey? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see what I can do for finding those recipes from my 1800s collection. All right, I thought this would be a really fun way to celebrate the countdown to Thanksgiving, and I hope you're having a wonderful start to your November. Thanks so much for joining me. It's Anna at saltedmycoffee.com, and I'll see you tomorrow.